Oh, mine's not on. Good afternoon. Welcome to Lion Pride News. I'm Christian.
And I'm Emma. Here's what's happening around the world on May 8th, 2019.
President Trump says the U.S. is full during his southern border visit, but the majority of the country says the opposite. The country will benefit with more people here. According to Joanne Goldstein, the commissioner of Vermont Department of Economical Development, says it doesn't have enough people to do the jobs it already has, and it doesn't know how to attract people of a different demographic from Vermont's current population, which are two problems they're currently having. Resident Curtis Reed Jr. says this will negatively impact them far worse with Trump policies involved. Afterwards, Vermont offered $10,000 to specific remote workers willing to move and live in the state. The response was little, with none of the improved 26 moving in. Although many from other countries have shown an interest in doing so instead.
A crane collapsed in Seattle that resulted in 4 people killed, 4 hurt, and 6 cars hit on April 27th at around 3:30 p.m. The 2 iron workers inside the crane and 2 other people in separate cars. The cause of the crane falling is unidentified so far, but Tim Church, a spokesman for the Washington Department of Labor and Industries, says our goal is to pick this apart and understand what happened. It's a very detailed process, he says. Investigators are checking into 4 companies that were involved with taking apart the construction equipment.
On Easter Sunday in Sri Lanka, churches and tourist destinations were targeted for a terrorist attack, killing 290 people and injuring over 500. 7 suicide bombers hit 3 churches and 3 luxury hotels. 2 weeks prior, the Sri Lankan authorities were given a warning about the event, but didn't believe it would happen so soon, therefore ignoring the threat. 24 suspects have been arrested, but no one has yet to claim responsibility for the crime, although the reason is not certain. Religious studies professor Matthew Smaltz says, I think extreme Buddhism has tried to fill the void in Sri Lankan society for a sense of identity, while later making the comment about a domino effect taking place because of similar reasons.
Today's weather on Wednesday, May 8th is mostly cloudy with a high of 82 and a low of 65 degrees. For the 5 days after, on Thursday, May 9th, we will have thunderstorms and a high of 82 degrees and a low of 65. Friday, May 10th, also with thunderstorms and a high of 84 degrees and a low of 64. Saturday, May 11th, is partly cloudy with a high of 84 degrees and a low of 65. Sunday, May 12th, is partly cloudy with a high of 83 degrees and a low of 63 degrees. Monday, May 13th, with thunderstorms and a high of 83 degrees and a low of 62.
No Washington Redskin has worn the number 7 jersey since 1985, but that may soon change. Dwayne Haskins played at the Ohio State University and was a Heisman finalist his sophomore year, after throwing 50 touchdowns and winning the Breeze Quarterback of the Year award after leading the team to a 13-1 record and Rose Bowl appearance. Joe Stiesman gave Haskins the okay to wear it last week. ESPN reads, I just got off the phone with Dwayne just a little while ago, and I told him it was okay to wear number 7. Stiesman told the radio station, given him permission, not that I felt like I needed to, but he was respectful enough to ask. It goes on to explain that although number 7 isn't retired, it is heavily protected by the team and is not one often handed over.
The Oakland Raiders' newly signed running back Isaiah Crowell tore his Achilles tendon Tuesday, April 30th, and is out for the rest of the season. Unfortunately for the Raiders, this is not their only loss, as Marshawn Lynch announced that he is done playing as well after this season. According to NBC, Crowell will undergo season-ending surgery next week, a brutal blow for a player who signed a 1-year contract with Oakland.
There was a shooting in Topeka, Kansas, where a defensive back from Washburn University was killed on Sunday morning. His teammate, Corey Ballantyne, who was drafted by the Giants, was injured as well in the shooting. and went to the hospital with a non-fatal gun wound. Washburn President Jerry Farley confirmed that Dwayne Simmons died at the age of 23 in a letter he wrote to the school. He wrote that anytime we lose a student, it is a sad occasion, but it's particularly poignant to lose a student through such a senseless act. And both Dwayne and Corey have been great examples and representatives of the football team and of Washburn University in general. This was a terrible way to end the day, which should have been a day of celebration and a day to look forward to Dwayne's upcoming year at Washburn and the beginning of Corey's professional career.
Avengers Endgame has become the largest worldwide film opening since 2002 and has already made over $2.18 billion in less than a week. Actor Chris Pratt posted an illegal video on Instagram from the set, which had over 14 million views in only 20 hours. In response to his actions, Pratt said, "No one was allowed to film anything on their phones. I said, screw it. No rule is going to stop me from seizing this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to capture this collection of stars."
Netflix On My Block was renewed for season 3, much to the fans' delight after a major cliffhanging ending in season 2. The company had received major backlash from canceling one day at a time, and rumors have it that this was to calm the viewers and reel them back in. According to HollywoodReporter.com, the renewal for On My Block arrives as Netflix continues to take heat for canceling fellow critical darling one day at a time after a 3-season run. Since then, new details have emerged about Netflix's cancellation strategy.
Cobra Kai comes back with a second season on YouTube Premium on April 24th. It comes with 10 more episodes that are 30 minutes long like the first season. The show continues with the main characters like Daniel LaRusso, played by Ralph Macchio, and Johnny Lawrence, played by William Zabka, and some new additions, such as Tori, played by Peyton List. Josh Heed, one of the executive producers, says that Season 2 is definitely going to deliver on Daniel's promise to reopen Miyagi-Do as a full dojo and as a karate school. And what we can tease from Dojo versus Dojo that we saw in Season 1 with Johnny, it's not always easy to fill your dojo with students right away and make an immediate success of a karate dojo in the Valley. And with those growing pains comes more rivalry.
That's it for the news. I'm Christian.
And I'm Emma. See you next time on Lion Pride News.